Hey guys, Augiesaint coming at you with another Outriders build guide, and today I'm going to be talking about my One Shot Trickster build. I have dubbed it the One Pump Chump. Alright, let's get straight into the build, shall we? So for the weapon we are using an Anomaly Effigy just because that makes the AoE clear pretty good. Concentration Blast does a lot of damage when stuff is stacked up together. One shot and everything just explodes. And it's also pretty good for bosses as well because it has crit damage and close range damage, so you'll be doing a lot of damage with it. Now for bossing, and if you're playing with a group that has any sort of a debuff on it, like a debuff pyro, and that's really the best option. The Enox placing is really good for bosses, and you'll be dealing lots and lots of damage. Bosses and elites, as long as you hit a crit before, and then you teleport and you throw your Venator's Knife, and then you crit them, and it will be like millions. I've hit a 80 million before, and that was just white damage. So if you actually hit the crit, I'm sure you'd be in the 100 millions. But yeah, Enox Blessing for bosses and Anomaly Effigy just to clear out rooms really fast. I actually use the Anomaly Effigy solo like the whole time. I don't actually switch to the Enox because you got so much damage on this build. It's really a one-shot build. It kills pretty much everything one shot once you've got your combo going. So let's get straight to the armor. We want bonus firepower, cooldown reduction, and close range. Now this will be really important to get cooldown reduction and close range because you will be using Venator's Knife and Hunter Prey quite often. And they do work together with the mods we have going, so that's kind of what you need. And on the headpiece, we couldn't. That's the only piece we don't have cooldown on, but that works with the set. So we've got the Ugake's Otara's Cowl. We're using the instant reload over there. That's our only means of getting ammo back. But you shoot so slow with pump action. By the time you shoot the 9 shots, your instant reload will be back anyway. So it's not like you have to wait around for it. And then Sharp Eye we're using just for pure firepower. That's aiming down sights, and then it stacks and it lasts for 20 seconds. Just aim down sights every now and then and build that up real quick. Just pure flat damage again. Alright, moving on to our chest, we are using Radiation Jump, so that inflicts vulnerable to enemies that you teleport behind, and you'll be teleporting quite often. And when you do that, just makes you hit a shitload harder. And Bloodlust, just another pure straight up DPS boost. That's just stacking firepower again 3 times. You do not have to aim down sights, so you can just hip fire with this, but yeah, you'll be proccing Sharp Eye anyway, so you might as well. Moving on to the pants, we have Mitigation from Death. Now this is the one mod you can play around with. You can leave it out if you want, but just for more consistency I would suggest Mitigation from Death when you're playing solo. But then if you get into a group and you're playing with a pyro, what you could do is you could swap out Mitigation from Death for Bullet Kindling or Ashen Boost. Any kind of a boost to damage, or if you're playing with a Techno, you could switch to Frozen Boost or Toxic Boost, anything that boosts your damage against elements that they will all be applying. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But if you're playing solo, I would suggest Mitigation from Death just because there's no real other damage boost that you can get that's substantial enough to take out the defense that you gain from this, because you gain quite a lot of armor. That's like 150,000 armor almost, just about. But yeah, and then Buckshot Shells is straight up weapon damage for your shotgun, 10%, and since you'll only be using a shotgun, you'll always have this. You don't have to apply it or nothing, it's just always there. And anyway, moving on to gloves, we have Captain Hunter for increased 25 damage against elites. And this is what you are, you're an elite killer, so the things that you want to kill faster, you'll kill faster with this mod. And moving on to personal space, that's 25% close range weapon damage. You'll always be in close range, so it's just another flat bonus again. And moving on to the boots, we are using the Trespasser's boots with Stare into the Barrel that comes on it already, and Twisted Fate. That's just more firepower and close range. And Twisted Fate is another 30% critical damage, while Twisted Rounds is up, since this is a high damage build. You could swap that out to the ammo one if you really want, where you get ammo back, but since this is really slow, and you will have Hunter Prey to get your ammo back way before you empty the mag on that shotgun, you might as well get more damage, because this is a pure damage build, the One Pump Chump. And the skill tree is, skill tree, these are the skills. So Hunter Prey, that's using to get vulnerable up on the enemy, and then to get reload as well. See, 5.4 seconds, really short cooldown. And the reason we're using Venator's Knife instead of Time Rift with the Time Rift set is because that gives you the double shot after you use it. The first shot after doing it for 10 seconds is a double shot. So if you hunt the prey onto an enemy and then they've got vulnerable on them, and then you Venator's Knife, and then the next shot after that is doubled while they're weakened and you're in close range, it's just a whole lot of damage at once. So you're pretty much the come here and die kind of guy. Teleport in, kill something, teleport to the next one and just take names. And then Twisted Rounds, you just you'll have that up all the time since this is a bullet build and you can't go without it. Anyway, moving on to the class tree, we have pretty much the exact same copy as my other shotgun trickster build. There's not really much you can change when you're using a firepower trickster. So I'll leave you guys here for a few seconds. You can have a look at everything. Outriders, Executioner, Bounty Hunter. This is just all cookie cutter firepower trickster. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I'll leave you guys with some gameplay afterwards. And I do want to say thank you all to all of your support on the videos, guys. We have gained so many subscribers and it's just booming. I really appreciate the support from you guys. We've passed over 500 subs now. We should be able to hit our goal by the end of the year. And yeah, thank you for the continued support. Drop a sub, smash that sub button, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Augiesaint out.
leader's taken care of. Your pass is clear. Where'd these bandits come from anyway?
They were insurgents. Defected to our side first, but they...
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying